There's been two very popular questions about the game.
Okay.
Do you want them to plant the flag if they win?
So Tyler came over Wednesday to talk some ball, and we decided we were going to shoot like an in-person pod. So my siblings shot it, and this is only like the second time. I mean, first time probably in like 2 years that I've shot a podcast on a couch. And so it was like a unique challenge, and my siblings, handled the camera and production. So you guys know I treat this as like kind of my creative battleground. And so, yeah, here we go.
Years. It's funny because, I guess, in terms of the rivalry, I don't even know how to preview the game because I feel like we've been previewing the game for how long?
Well, here's the thing: do you want to go right into the game, or do you want to break down the other games first and then just get it out of the way?
Let's do our rivalry first. Because honestly, I don't know about you, I don't like the Iron Bowl. I think the Iron Bowl is the most overrated of the rivalries in all sports. And I think that them poisoning trees after games is just a gimmick because that game isn't that important. Here we go. I think, did we say it on the last show? Caleb Downs was committed to Alabama.
Yes.
And
No, we didn't say that, but I know what you're about to say.
So Caleb Downs, Ohio State, basically captain in my eyes, was committed to Alabama, and for his final visit went to the game
Instead of the Iron Bowl.
When he's committed to Alabama. You know who else was with him? Justice Haynes.
Oh,
who was also committed to
Alabama.
And they both ended up obviously playing the rivalry. Well, Justice will not play in it. So I don't even like that rivalry. And also, but all right, I do want to talk Ohio State, Michigan. Ohio State right now, at least, is a 10.5 point favorite.
I think it's at 9.5.
It's down to 9.5.
I think it's 9.5.
Okay. So last night it was 10.5. I guess I didn't look today. Do you bet on this game?
I don't. I haven't recently. I've made bets with friends.
Okay.
I don't put legal
funds.
Legal funds.
Okay. Nothing that will pop up on a tax return.
Correct.
Do you make fun bets? What's the best fun?
No, I bet
monetary bets with friends.
I bet monetary bets with friends, but nothing.
So I bet with the Michigan podcast, Voice of College Football, yesterday. I bet them, and I want them to send a video. Hey, this is Dead Air Sports. Go Bucks. Both of them.
If we win.
Yeah.
What happens if we lose?
I'll just do, hey, it's Voice of College Football, go. Yeah. That's not even a bad one, though.
It's not. There's a lot of worse ones out there.
No, dude, I wore a Michigan shirt a couple years ago on the Menace show afterwards.
That's tough.
Tough go. My mom tried to sneak a picture. And it was super corny. Didn't end up happening. All right. Michigan, Ohio State. I think Carnell and Jeremiah are both playing.
Yes,
I'm 95% sure.
We know Jeremiah's playing.
And I think I know that Carnell State's playing. Neither of them practiced today. But Zach told me they did their individual drills during everything.
Yeah. I mean, how much do they really need to practice?
That's my thing. In the NFL, how much do you think Myles Garrett's practicing week over week?
It's not. He's actually not.
Yeah, he's not going. And so for me, it's Jeremiah Smith is that. So I don't need him to practice at all, just in a vacuum. But I'll say I want to see early touches for Jeremiah.
I think they need to throw haymakers very early and try to put them away early.
It's funny because I think that Ryan Day is good until he gets hit with a counterpunch.
Sure.
Most times. And it's what did we avoid the entire postseason?
There was no punches being thrown.
There was no punches back. It was
But if you think about it too, Tennessee, they got up 21-0 quickly. Oregon, 34-0 quickly.
Yeah.
They went down and scored early against Texas. That was a tougher game. Notre Dame scored the first possession, and then we ripped off 28 straight points.
Yeah.
Those are the type of things that Ryan Day's really good at. He's obviously really good on the script. Mm-hmm. So I'm anticipating them to throw early, take advantage of their advantages, and really kind of go for the jugular.
If they sit back like Northwestern in 2020, they're we're not going to let you throw the ball with this group.
We've watched Julian Sand just take what's given.
We have. I guess I didn't think about that because for me, if they sit back, I'm just run the ball because I like Bo Jackson.
Run the ball, or there's plenty of times where it's the 7-yard out to Jeremiah, or the check down to Bo Smith that's 3 yards and then he turns it into 10 yards.
Bo Smith, Bo Jackson.
Bo
We were talking about this game like at nauseum.
Combine them both and it's like a superhero.
Yeah, that's the real Bo Jackson. Shout out old man Bo with the busted up hip. I think this is a Max Clare game. I want to see Max Clare get early touches. If they do sit back, that's where I go. Because I look back and like see how like USC went belt to ass on them. And what was it? It was like what RPO.
Yep.
We're just gonna RPO you guys. Like if your linebacker's gonna trigger, we're gonna throw behind you.
Yep.
So
there's tons of opportunities because Ohio State has answers to every equation. Every question, every equation, they have the answers. He just has to allow them to answer the questions.
Yeah.
You know, they just have to he has to make sure that when he wakes up on that day, they operate the same way that they've been operating all season.
You know what I was told? And I haven't heard anybody talk about this. I was told that Billy Fessler has way more influence like on game day with how the offense is run than anybody realizes.
Whoa.
He is like the temperature check guy for Julian Sand. He's actually in the green dot.
Wow.
Yeah. How about that?
Is he on the field?
I don't know. I didn't get that far, but I know he's the one that speaks to Julian.
Wow.
I guess earlier in the year.
Well, if you think about it, the stories we've heard about Ryan Day is that he could say some wild stuff to people.
He can. So do you want him in the headset?
Of Julian? Probably not.
And I like Billy.
Does Julian need to be hearing what Ryan Day is thinking in his head?
Probably not.
No.
And here we go. Billy is an extension of who? Chip Kelly.
Correct.
It's like Chip Kelly's not here. You know, like
because he has a role to play. Mm-hmm. Like Ryan is not supposed to be liked all the time. Mm-mm. He's not supposed to be the one that's going to make him feel better. That's Billy's job.
Yeah.
Billy's job is to, rub his neck, make him feel good, pop
the buffer.
Yes. And Ryan, because if Julian comes off the field after throwing a pick, Ryan's going to be like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. Dude, Billy's a superstar, bro. Underrated superstar. Underrated. He'll be gone at some point, which sucks.
Well,
I think he will. I think he's going to go be an OC next year.
It wouldn't be the worst thing, but I wouldn't be surprised if Billy Fessler finds his way back to
Ohio State. I mean, I think honestly he'll try to cut his teeth somewhere else to go learn how to call plays because that's what he was going to go do for Chip.
Yeah,
he was going to. So I think he wants to call plays.
Sure,
and I think he'll cut his teeth somewhere.
Every offensive coach should want to call plays.
I don't agree.
You don't think so?
No.
Everybody's not like that?
No. Some guys just do it. Like Kyrie Urban, offensive coach, never, ever had a desire to call plays.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he had to. That's fair.
Yeah. You know what it is? You're a baseball guy. It's like some pitchers like to call their own pitches. Some pitchers don't. It's like the guys that don't call their own pitches is where I think about where Meyer falls on all this. Chris Sale is like, I want to get the call. And I want all my execution, all my energy to be focused on executing that pitch. So it's like for receiver coaches, a lot of them, I just want to call the pass play, and I want all my attention on running having the perfect guys out there for that.
That's fair.
So, but all quarterback guys, I think, should call plays.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at. That's
quarterbacks, maybe not necessarily receiver coach. Running backs, they just don't get involved enough with.
I think quarterback coaches and I think also tight end coaches.
Yes,
which strangely enough should call
because
plays.
they have to deal with run game and pass game.
Yeah, so those are the two. I mean, I would say all quarterback guys should end up calling plays at some point. I think they call plays at some point.
What do you think? How are we going to look at Ryan Day if they win?
I just exhale. I don't know.
Yeah. Do we look at him any differently? Do we think of him any differently?
We think, okay, you've stopped the bleeding, but you still need more, right? This isn't enough. Now, it's a good start.
Sure.
You know what I think? I think that if he wins a natty this year and they win, I think that does a lot.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
the 16-0 natty plus the beat Michigan, I think that counts for 2 wins.
The 16-0 in this era is considered probably the greatest team of all time.
It is.
To go on the run, you beat Michigan, you beat Indiana, and then you beat probably and then you have a top five win.
Yeah.
All in a row.
I mean, that'd be the improbable, impossible.
Yeah, because it would be an extra game from the 15-0 14 playoff.
I mean, like, think about it. Do you know how many champions we had that went undefeated wire to wire in the 14 playoff?
Only one, I think.
Well, only one Bama team.
No, I thought it was LSU. I don't think Bama ever went undefeated
Bama
in the
did
14. I think they did it in the BCS.
No, Bama did it in the 14.
What year?
LSU in 2020.
Yeah.
LSU did it.
Well, that wasn't 15. They didn't play 15 games.
No, they didn't play 15 games because they lost their non-con.
Because it was COVID.
Yeah, so they lost their non-con.
So technically,
I was just saying wire to wire. You got LSU, Bama, and then did one of the Clemson teams do it, or did they all lose?
they all lost.
Huh.
Bama had an undefeated 13-0 BCS champion.
Yeah, because when?
I think it was before the 14. I want to say 2012, 11, 2010, 11, or 12, somewhere in there.
Well, it wasn't the year that we were undefeated.
So maybe not 2012.
Yeah, because the year
I know they did it once. I just don't remember the year.
Because the year we were undefeated, the AP poll was us 1, Notre Dame 2, Alabama 3, because they had the loss. So on the BCS, like if we were eligible, they wouldn't even play for that national champion.
No.
Which alters history, right?
Yeah.
Because then it's like then Urban wins 2 in 4 years,
Oh yeah.
and then it's like what's up with Nick, man? What's up with Nick?
A lot of things that change history.
Yeah.
Looking back at it.
Anything more than Drew Brees, that doctor? To me, that's the most historic change in football ever. Like that one.
Yeah. Well, maybe if you take away the 12, even if you leave the 12 year as it was, what happens if Urban Meyer doesn't hire Ed Warner? That'd be the OC. We probably go back to back in 14 and 15. And now you're cooking with oil.
Yeah, I mean, so that's 3 natties left. I mean, we left a lot of meat on the bone. Are you a flats guy or a drums guy?
Flats.
Me too, dude. I think like part of growing up is me liking
Flats is easier because usually the dipping sauce container is too small for the drum.
I just think it's easier to eat, dude.
Well, that too.
Like it's just like.
I was trying to be more.
Do you like you like a little bit more crispy or a little more moist? You know, like sometimes they're like wet and soft.
No, don't like wet and soft when it comes to my
Dude,
waist.
sometimes I like them a little softer. I like softer foods in general, bro.
I like a saucy, crisp wing.
What's your favorite flavor? What do you eat, dude? What do you eat for the game?
For the game? I don't know what I'm going to eat for this game. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Usually I do like breakfast burritos, like a huge breakfast burrito when I tailgate.
And then you don't eat for the
Then
game.
I don't eat for the game.
You don't do Thanksgiving leftovers for the game?
No, that shit's, I already ate them.
No, it's like literally Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What the fuck?
No, I don't try to eat something because when I go to the game, I make a breakfast burrito on the griddle. So I don't eat again. Think about it, Doc. It's at noon.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair, I guess.
And then for this game, like, I'm not eating.
Yeah, a little bit of nerves.
I'm drinking, not eating.
What's your drink of choice?
It's a game time decision.
Your favorite Ohio State Michigan memory is what? Single most iconic play.
Iconic play?
Yeah. Iconic play and then where you were.
Oh, man. Kind of play. I got to say, I got a couple that come to mind. One of my favorite plays is when in 2018 when Paris took the pop pass.
Yeah.
And hit the turbo jets.
Did I feel like when someone from Akron scores, like I'm scoring? It's like dead ass, dude. Like when someone from Akron scores, like that's me out there. Right? Do you feel that? Do you feel like it's hard to play from Akron?
Yeah.
Like, I legit feel like that's me scoring.
When Troy Smith came out with his fist up and kicking the dirt.
I don't even know what that shit means, but that shit is so hard.
Dude,
like
when he did that, there was no way we were losing.
Did you ever think? I never thought we were gonna lose, dude. Like when
that Michigan team was real good. 06 Michigan, the 06 game is the best game in my opinion in the rival.
Was that your favorite rewatch out of the two?
Yes.
Okay.
Because Michigan was really good. They both, like, you really went in the game like, I don't know who's going to win this game. They were both extremely talented.
I guess I was too
like Chad Henne was a quarterback, and he was really cutting up. And Chad Henne had a really long NFL career.
Don't you say good. It was
I didn't
long.
say good.
You were about to.
No, I was going to say long. He was in
long.
NFL for a long time.
I guess, like, dude, like, I never had any doubts about that team.
The play action fake where he had the ball behind his hip and threw it deep to Teddy.
That joint is hard. That joint's super hard.
I love to see the Curtis Samuel.
I hated that game. I
think 06 is my most favorite game though.
16.
The only thing that's 06 is that the way they lost to Florida diminishes it. The people make the argument that it diminishes that team.
It didn't happen. That was the national championship. That game didn't happen.
I mean, dude, Michigan was so good. Ohio State was so good that people were talking about them just running it back. That game was so good, they said, just run it back for the Natty.
So they bumped Michigan back to 3.
Yeah.
And then Florida was in a close game. And people said, well, the number 1 team's supposed to be the number 2 team, so why are we dropping it back? It was a close game. Then I said, no, like, Florida deserves a title shot. Did you think we were winning the Natty, though, after Teddy returned that back?
Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
What?
We won the game to me.
I looked. My dad was there.
Oh, he was? Where was it? Was it?
It was in Glendale.
Jeez.
And when Teddy ran it back against Florida, I was like, this game is over.
Have you heard Zach talk about it?
No.
He said the whole plan of the league was Urban wanted to kick it to him. This one day, because he was like, we're not scared of him. Kick it to him. And then he said that nobody heard a word from Urban. Urban just was on the field shell shocked because they said he ran it back right in front of Herbs.
Yeah, he probably did. I did not know Ohio kids could run that fast.
Said he was shell shocked, floored.
Who are your favorite players from this rivalry?
From the rivalry? Like both sides?
No, I don't give a shit about them.
Oh.
You know that.
Yeah, so Troy's my A1A. Mm-hmm. Dwayne.
Okay.
It's funny, maybe it's all quarterbacks. Because here we go. Garrett. The Garrett true freshman performance in 19, I think is the most underrated true freshman performance in a rivalry ever. I think it was like
Is it more underrated than Chris Olave's performance?
It is, even though he was better. No, Chris blocked a punt.
Yeah, and he scored twice.
I mean, Garrett got us down to the 1 yard line twice. There's like scoring twice.
I have my all-time Ohio State Michigan team.
Yeah.
So quarterback, I got Troy Smith, who was 3-0 as a starting quarterback.
Is his
ultimate Wolverine killer?
But is his resume against Michigan more impressive than JT's?
Yes, because Troy was legitimately the reason why they won.
Okay, that's fair.
And Troy played better Michigan teams than JT did.
I push back a little bit.
Okay.
That 16 Michigan team was better than...
Was not better than 06.
It was close.
That 06 Michigan team had a lot of NFL dudes on it.
So that 16 team, number 4 team in the country, they were loaded. All right, go ahead. You got it. I love Tristan. I'm never going to push back.
J.K. Dobbins, my running back, 4 touchdowns in 2019. So I have Chris Olave because of the 2018 game. Mm-hmm. I have David Boston. In 1998, he had 10 catches for 217 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That's cracked out. Can you guard him, please?
No. In 2018 as well, Paris Campbell went for 190 and 2 touchdowns.
I didn't realize he had 190.
Because technically that pop pass is
a
pass.
Catch, yeah. I mean, even if it's even rushing yards, that's still crazy.
Tight end, I didn't really know where to go, so I picked Nick Vannett. He had a touchdown in 2014.
Okay, probably Nick Vannett, yeah.
I didn't pick offensive line because,
it's hard. I mean, you go Taylor Decker, Billy Price.
I mean, I'm Orlando Pace.
Orlando Pace.
I'm picking the greatest.
You just go for the guys who played really good in line.
Yeah. All right, on defense, I have Vernon Golston. He had 3 sacks in 2007.
That's crazy.
Cam Hayward had a touchdown in 2009, and in 2010 he dominated Taylor Lewan. So just by that fact alone,
dude, Taylor Lewan is one of my least favorite media members.
He's one of my least favorite people.
Yeah, definitely not from the looks of it.
Yeah, tough. Joey Bosa, in his 2 years, he had 3 sacks and a pick.
I didn't realize he had a pick.
He had a pick. He tipped it up to himself.
Yep, you're right.
And then also Will Smith had 3 sacks in 2001 and 2002.
You got no. I mean, it's messed up because like no one from the Ryan Day era. Oh no, JK.
Yeah.
JK had the 4 tutties. You know, JK and Justin both had 4 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah.
That's cracked, bro.
Yeah. They scored a lot of points.
They did.
All right. Linebacker, you're going to hate this. But Chris Spielman in 1986 had 29 tackles in one game.
That's crazy. That's a crazy number. It just doesn't mean anything to me.
30 tackles in one game?
That's because the D-line wasn't good. Because how's he getting so many tackles? He's second level all day.
I mean, he's one of the greatest linebackers of all time.
Yeah, no, Chris is good. Chris is good with me. That was a unintended shot.
This is a personal thing. Zach Boren, the picture he had of him killing Devin Gardner in 2012, did it for me.
Did you like when they let Devin Gardner wear number 98?
No.
That was the ugliest shit I ever saw.
And then this was a tough one because I went back and forth. Both linebackers in 2016 balled with Raekwon McMillan and Jerome Baker. But Jerome Baker had 15 tackles and a pick. Raekwon McMillan had 16 tackles.
Okay, then obviously you give it to the interception too.
And then I can only pick three defensive backs. Marshawn Lattimore had a pick 6.
Didn't Malik Hooker also?
Malik Hooker. That's what I meant to say.
Malik had the pick 6 in the cannonball helmet.
Yeah.
Game. And they needed that because that offense didn't score. Honestly, that Michigan game, that one made me never want to watch JT Barrett play football again.
Yeah.
He had the pick 6.
I'm forgetting the other 2. Help me out.
I don't know. I mean, you're looking for
Mike Doss. Mike Doss had a pick, and he also had like 20 tackles in 2 games.
Yeah, it's cracked.
Mike Doss, and then Jordan Fuller had a pick as well.
Okay,
a big pick as well.
It's funny because like you didn't include Tyvis Powell.
I know. I didn't want to because I was trying to like stick to the team where it was like 2 corners and 2 safeties.
Yeah, but like over Jordan Fuller because his interception
did save the game.
Was the most clutch interception out of all of them.
That's true.
So
throw them all in there. Screw it.
Just throw them all in there. All right. Bold prediction. Who on this team do you think can have that moment?
Well, I think Caleb Downs can have that moment. I think Jeremiah Smith can have that moment. But if you made me choose an underrated moment, an underrated player, I want to say, it's either Caden Curry or Kenyatta Jackson. You don't think so?
It's Jalen McClain.
Oh, yeah.
Jalen McClain is playing his very, very best football right now.
Well,
and he's someone that's not around the ball a lot. Obviously, he's like, I called him this. He's the Carnell Tate of safeties.
Yeah, because he's playing next to Caleb Downs.
I almost guarantee you every play, where's 8, where's 2? They're going to try to sneak one over. The same way Bryson Shaw had a random crazy pick in a game, and McClain is way better than Bryson Shaw. Way better. Way different species. I think he's going to have a moment.
All right.
Because like Caden Curry wouldn't really surprise me. He's playing literally his best football.
I know, but like him having if he had 3 sacks.
Yeah.
That's a big moment.
Yeah, no, that's a moment for sure. For sure.
You know what's problem? I wish we could put Jack Sawyer.
He deserves this, man. Someone wear number 33 for him, bro. He deserves this shit more than anybody.
I think Caleb Downs is gonna have at least 1 pick. I think he's going to bait Bryce Underwood in an RPO to make a bad decision. Like Bryce is going to throw a pick.
So the over under was set over 1.5
picks.
Turnovers. Yeah.
I'll take the over.
How many times do you think they're going to try to run the ball with them, and how many times? I think they are.
I mean, they have to.
Yeah.
I'm saying 10.
I got into an argument yesterday. A Michigan fan called me M3, called me intellectually dishonest. My argument, because I said that Biff Poggi saved the season by showing that they can run the ball with Underwood and be successful.
It's true.
Yeah, he said that I can't remember his argument.
Because it's not valid.
Yeah.
Because they lost to Oklahoma, throwing bubble screens.
They said that running him against Oklahoma would have been a mistake because it was too early in the year. And I was like, no, it has nothing to do with being early in the year because they ran him against when Biff was there, and then they didn't run him and they looked bad, and they ran him again, looked good. So I think Biff put the blueprint out, run him, and the run game looks better.
Well, If they would have ran them against Oklahoma and they won the game, they're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I now subscribe with you. I think if Michigan wins, they miss the playoffs.
I don't see how it happens because Utah being there, they would jump Utah. They would jump Vanderbilt. Even if Vandy beats Tennessee, Vandy doesn't get in. SEC is not getting 6 teams in.
Well, see, sometimes it's confusing when you explain it because like you're so deep in the weeds. This is how you explain it, like super clearly. You have to make it to number 10.
Correct.
To make the postseason.
And the reason why is I don't think they can jump Miami because Notre Dame's getting in. So if they jump Miami, how are they going to jump Miami if Miami's not even getting in and they beat the team that's already in?
Well, my thing is I don't think they can jump Bama, who's at 10 right now.
Okay, so this is what I did want to talk about for Alabama. What happens if they lose the SEC championship game and now they have that the third loss? I think they still get in because it's almost as if you make it, you're in. If you make it to the title game, you're in.
If it doesn't look like they belong, then I don't think they belong in. If it looks like
it's not about what you think. I'm talking about what the committee's.
I don't think the committee will bump them out if they lose the SEC championship game. Unfortunately, I mean they will. I mean they should, but they won't.
Like, I don't think BYU gets in.
No, my thing,
which is why Utah can't get in as well. If BYU can't get in, being 11-2, then Utah is definitely not getting in. So what are they doing there?
Well, but in regards to Michigan, they have to get to 10,
right?
Because the ACC champion's not going to be in the top 12, and neither is the G5 champion.
Nope.
So like you got to get to 10.
But here's the thing, Miami. I think they're going to lose
to Pitt.
I think they're going to lose to Pitt.
You did call that. You're calling them.
I think Pitt. There's going to be something that happens in the game this weekend where somebody's going to get upset and Miami's the pick. It's going to be cold. Them boys from Miami are not going to be ready for that.
Mason's from Ohio.
He's comfortable throwing the football in the cold. Mm-hmm. Miami's going down. And all this stuff is for nothing.
Well, do you have an argument about if Pitt needed to beat Notre Dame to have an argument?
Well, if Pitt wins, they go to the ACC title game.
Yeah, they're gonna have
and they can still.
I thought there's like 3 other things that gotta happen.
No, I think they're in.
No, dude, we literally just did this, Tyler.
What do you mean?
We just did this. Pitt is not winning in. We just did this on.
Hold on,
whatever
I'm
show
pulling
that
out the
was.
standings right now. So they're in a 3-way tie with Virginia and SMU. Oh, I think we did say that they needed SMU or Virginia to lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the ACC, they sent. It's funny because they sent out a press release. Pitt clinches a spot with a win and a Virginia loss, or a win and an SMU loss. Miami clinches it with this laundry list of things.
Nope.
Laundry list of things. Georgia Tech needs
all the things.
They need Georgia Tech needs a Pitt win, a UVA loss, and a SMU loss. That's a lot. So I don't know. I don't think Pitt gets in. Is more my stance. But I hope that Pitt beats Miami. Obviously.
Yeah, I think Pitt playing Miami is one to follow. What about? I also have Tennessee beating Vanderbilt, so like they're definitely out. I think Tennessee has better athletes than Vanderbilt.
Mm-hmm. They do.
So I'm going to just take the class of athletes over the other class of athletes and be
and I think Vandy's
and Tennessee's at home.
Yeah, and that place will get rocking. That place will be loud.
Yeah. So if Michigan were to win, the only question is, can they jump to 10 over Miami? If Miami wins.
I don't think they can jump to 10.
I don't think they can either.
And that's not. But Alabama's 10 though. So you have to get higher than 10.
But if they're gonna move up,
yeah. Hey, beating Miami. Mm-hmm. What else do you have upset wise?
I have Tennessee beating Vanderbilt.
That's not an upset, right?
No.
I put $10 on Jeremiah Smith with the Heisman.
Tennessee is 3.5-point favorite. I have Oregon beating Washington.
Okay.
Handily. I have Texas beating Texas A&M.
I do too. Actually, that's the one that I absolutely feel the best about. Arch has been crazy recently, bro. Just so you know. Pronounced dead and then goes crazy, bro. Hold up. I have these numbers. Dude, Arch Manning pronounced dead.
So,
This was his October. No, he got labeled a flop in October. Since then, 5-1 with top 10 wins over Oklahoma, and Vandy was top 10 at the time, which is gross. 1,600 passing yards, 12 touchdowns and 2 picks, 64% completion percentage, and 3 touchdowns as a runner or a receiver. He's got better stats than Julian Sand right now.
Yeah.
They're going to win the game.
They're going to win the game. They're still not going to make the playoff.
No, then they shouldn't.
Nope. But I do think if that happens, I believe Georgia would then play for the ACC title against Alabama. SEC against Alabama.
SEC title odds. Or not odds. SEC title game. I don't know. Let's give it a look.
If that happens, Georgia plays Alabama again, knowing Kirby Smart's issue with Alabama.
Dude, 2 losses to Alabama in 1 year would be disgusting. Could you imagine if we lost to Michigan twice in 1 year?
I don't even want to think about that.
That's gross.
I don't even want to think about that.
But do you punish Kirby, or do you just like Kirby has an Alabama problem? Don't punish him.
Well, they'd still get in.
Yeah, no, they'd get in. I think I don't want Georgia to get a double bye. Is my big. I don't think anybody should get a double bye.
Well, I don't think. I think if everything goes the way that it's supposed to go, Texas Tech will jump Georgia on the 13th data point.
They will. They should.
Right?
They should.
And then the question becomes, okay, who gets the 4th spot? Is it still Texas A&M? Or is it can Alabama jump from 10 to 4?
They can't jump from 10 to 4. It's more likely.
What happens with the 4th spot?
Ohio State, Indiana, Texas Tech.
Because now, if you don't give it to somebody that played in the SEC title game, either it's Georgia or it's Oregon somebody's getting a double bye.
Give it to Oregon, bro. They'll give it to Georgia, though. Georgia will get the double bye, which is stupid, but they'll get it.
Would you even want a double bye?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's a long time to not play.
No, it's not, bro. It's a long time, but it's still less time than like the 14 playoff.
True.
Yeah.
I do think there is a world. Well, let's see. They would jump Notre Dame with it being 11-2 SEC title. They would jump Oklahoma. They would jump. Would they jump Oregon? I don't know.
It wouldn't jump Oregon. I think Oregon's firmly feet planted where they're at.
Yeah. I don't know. I that's a great question. Who would be the 4th team in? Who would get that bye?
I mean, I don't know. I don't like it, but I don't know.
All right. Something to think about.
Yeah.
There's been 2 very popular questions about the game.
Okay.
Do you want them to plant the flag if they win?
Yes. 1,000%. This will be the only chance I get to plant the flag. I do want them to plant the flag because I want Michigan tears the same way that, here's the thing. I wasn't down for the plant the flag thing until last year. They planted the flag and they got mad about a fight. When the year before, they planted the flag and then called them pussy for not starting a fight, right? They did both. Michigan did it both ways.
Sure.
So I want to plant the flag so I can be the same way, and I'm petty. And additionally, like the comment after the game last year, learn how to lose, drove me insane because champions are always sore losers. The best winners are always sore losers. My thing is learn how to win.
So
Plan it. Fight. It's the safest route. Planting the flag is the safest thing. You know why it's the safest thing? Because if we plant the flag, we're going to be out on the field longer. Guess what? There's only one tunnel.
What if I gave you an alternative route?
What's the alternative route?
Ryan Day doing something to get back at Sharon Moore for shooting the arrow across the field.
Go for 2. Every time. In fact, not just go for 2, false start twice after the last touchdown and still go for 2 from the 12-yard line.
There's got to be something that Ryan can do that is directly clearly
Calculated.
visible, calculated, a known shot at Sharon for shooting the arrow across the field.
I want to say, like, call him the wrong name, but then people will, like, say he's racist, like, they accidentally mispronounce his name.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, I need Jermaine Mathis to plant the flag. No, I need the flag planted.
I'm indifferent. If they don't, I'll think it's sweet. If they do, I'll think it's sweet. Because I see both sides.
I don't see the other side. I see the other side. If I don't see both sides. What's the other side? Walk off at her. Here's the analogy that I did. My siblings are running the cameras, right? We live in a town in mythical land, and a dragon keeps killing our villagers.
Sure.
Caleb sends one of his friends up to go slay the dragon. Kills him. So Caleb sends another friend up to go get the dragon. Kills him. Caleb was like, hey, bro, both my friends are dead. Go get the dragon. Do you want me to come back with the dragon's head, slam it on the ground, and then stab my sword in it one more time? Or do you want me to go up to the hill and come back down and be like, I killed it?
Caleb, are you asking for proof of life? Yeah, he's asking for proof of life.
Exactly. I'm coming back with the head, and I'm holding up. I'm celebrating.
I mean, I get it.
What does the rivalry
I hear
mean?
you.
The rivalry's supposed to mean so much.
It
so
does.
make it
and
mean,
we're going to get into that in 1 second.
make it mean so much. Like, that's a trophy. Look, this has been, and there's Browns fans out there. This has been
That was a crazy stretch.
unnecessary straight. I was going to say this has been the worst 4-year stretch for me. That's what I was saying. But it's been awesome. Like, I get to win titles, and I get to,
win 10 games every year.
win 10 games. So it's like, it's my birthright. So I think this is the only year you get to plant the flag. Because if you win it this year, win it next year. If you win it in 2 years, plant the flag's corny, right?
Sure. I hear you. I think it'd be cool if they just was like, deuces.
Well, here's the alternative. If we say deuces and go in the tunnel, it's going to be a fight.
Okay.
Would you rather us plant the flag or be in a tunnel brawl?
As long as you win the brawl, brawl's kind of fun.
Michigan, they get the suing. They got the suing last time.
Listen, either way, I'm okay as long as you win the game. You can do whatever you want if you win the game.
And obviously, like, I'm a content creator, so like I want
Sure.
I'm not gonna ever break down film. But one thing I'll break down. I'll break the shit down. I'll break down a motherfucking fight like you never seen before. I will break down a fight. I love fighting.
Yeah, sure.
I will break down the flag planting, right? I'll do that.
Sure.
I'll do that.
Yeah, no, we could do that.
Yeah.
The other question is, and this is where we get our chance to really tell what the game means. This win or another natty?
This win. I'll take this one.
I want them both.
I want both. I mean, you're asking like
Because here's why. Because if Ohio State loses, I'm not going to wake up on Sunday and be like, well, we're still in the playoff. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be mad. Everything about it is me mad. I'm going to be emotional. I'm going to be irrational. I'm going to be mad. Mm-hmm. This is it's a one-game season. It's a whole separate thing. And so for people to understand, like, yes, we're in the playoff. Yes, the landscape has changed, but it's still, this game means more than every other game. Mm-hmm. It's like the national championship game and this game.
Yeah. I mean, I want both, but I'll take the natty. I'll take the natty next year. I want the Michigan win this year. I
mean, it's just one of those things where it's not, I don't feel differently because I know that we're in the playoffs.
Agreed.
I don't care.
Agreed. Yeah. It's still, and honestly, like the way that Ohio State fans reacted last year should tell you how much the rivalry means, because like they knew they were making the playoffs, and that loss still really hurts.
Yeah.
It still really hurts. And like, honestly, like on my postgame show, I did it right over there, Bleacher Report. I said that, like, watch, the most Ryan Day thing, the most Ohio State thing will be to go win the natty. We'll finally get it played out.
And then they did.
They won it. And were you surprised about the natty? Because I wasn't last year. After they beat Tennessee,
I wasn't surprised.
Yeah. We looked invincible against Tennessee.
After we beat Tennessee, and then especially after we beat Oregon, I was
We beat Oregon. I was like, I wouldn't even blame any of y'all for not showing up.
it was 34-0 against Oregon. I was like, oh,
The coronation. Dude, I remember because we were taking shots. Were you here for that game or no?
Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, we were taking shots right now they scored, and it was end of the first quarter. I'm like, Tyler, we got to drive home. Nah, that was cracked, bro. That was really belt to ass, bro. I never felt in danger last postseason.
No.
I mean,
and I don't think if we're gonna make it there, like nobody wants to play us.
That was wrong.
Matt Patricia on extra time, Ryan Day with extra time to prepare a game plan. Cooked.
I need this to be. I need Michigan. You know who else I need? Who's next on my hit list?
Georgia.
I need Georgia. I need Georgia bad.
I'll take all comers.
I'll welcome anybody. Anybody can, man. Anybody can get it. But I need Georgia.
Is there? Yeah. No.
I need Georgia.
I need you. Who I would want to play Alabama. I want to play. Actually, I just want to play 3 straight SEC teams.
That'd be sick. That'd be super sick.
That's what I really want.
Because I got something for Brooks Austin coming.
I want Ole Miss first, and then I want Georgia, and then I guess Alabama come out the other side.
Well,
they can't get it too.
No, I'd like Oregon or Indiana to beat Bama, and then I want to see a Big Ten brethren in the chip.
No.
Bro, to keep the SEC out of the championship.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Big Ten, Chris.
No. Not just this. That'd be
3 in a row.
3 straight years. No SEC teams. What are they going to say? Like, how long are we going to keep doing this?
They'll do it for as long as they want to.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, score prediction.
I've given out 3 different score predictions when I give it out. I think I'm pretty settled on 24-10.
24-10?
Yeah. Maybe 10-20. 24-10. I'll go 24-10. I literally didn't. 24-10.
24-10.
Yeah.
Who's the MVP?
MVP? Jeremiah.
Jeremiah?
I think we get a 10 catcher, dude. A 10er.
10 catches? How many yards?
10 catches, 130.
Brother, if he gets 10 catches, he's getting more than 130 yards.
Well, I think he's going to get a lot of those hitch catches.
No, he's going to get 2. If he gets 10 catches, he's getting 2 big ones.
All right, that's fine. It's not your score prediction. Not your bold prediction.
I got Caleb Downs as the MVP.
Okay.
With 2 picks.
That's a lot.
It's going to happen.
Does he score one?
No, I don't think he scores one. But
I just had That's So Raven vision. Like Caleb Downs catches a pick, and I don't know why, but I know why. Underwood tries to go make a tackle, and Caden Curry just blindsides the dog shit out of him. But all right, not a pick 6, but 2 picks.
Well, the second pick ends the game.
Okay, like the Kyle McCord one.
Yeah. Why did you say that?
I don't know, dude.
You should have said like the Texas game.
Literally, bro.
You should have said like the Texas game.
Bro, you saw it, bro. If
what
body,
is wrong with you?
My body freaked out.
All right, Caleb Downs MVP. Julian Sand throws 250, 3 touchdowns. Bucks by 50.
Oh my God! You think it's gonna be a blowout?
No, I think honestly, I think they covered the spread. I think it's 27-13.
Yeah, we both don't think Michigan's gonna score a lot.
I don't think there's a world where Ohio State doesn't cover and still wins.
Yeah. All right, well, that's what we got. Rivalry game. We do have a watch party on Saturday. I think it's going to come out Friday. Watch party on Saturday.
Yep.
We have 4,500 subs at the time of this recording. Trying to get to 5K. It's been awesome. Great job. I mean, the support's been unbelievable. We might have another rewatch. I don't know by this point. But me and Tyler,
but we'll see.
I mean, me and Tyler are just trying to crank out as much as possible. So we're on a Q. So I'm Kris. That's Tyler.
Peace.
Good job. I think you're